Oh. Yes!
We've won on that. We have not won on Shard Tail with Umbra. Let's go. I'm going to take this with Shade Splitter. Okay, so obviously Rally is pretty strong here. We have a starting Perils of Production with a Rail Beater, Rituals of Battle, okay, and a Life Mother's Pyre. I'm going to take the Mask of Penumbra. Okay, so we don't have the Rally option at all. I think we're taking Imp Toss to control the bottom car, and then looking for a carry. Mark of Invasion. What if I take Mark of Invasion here, and then I use Imp Toss to control the top floor? Let's do it. I'm actually going to use a Rail Beater solo on the bottom floor and just try to feed him enough that he wins against the boss. That is the game plan. So something cute I can do with this, I can bring out an Imp, Perils it for the energy, then Imp Toss. And then I can do this. I think that's cute. Rubble Morsel Energy. That in, toss it, Shade Split, Morsel Draw. I'm not taking out that Collector no matter what, right? Could play an Impling. I'm just going to Ritual. Yeah, so boss comes in next round, and I think we destroy him on the bottom floor with this Rail Beater alone. Yep. How that works. The Rail Beater can use his own melee weakness, why not? That works. I like a Fortified Pauldrons. Yeah, I'll go with Fortified Pauldrons. Glutton's Maw. Glutton's Maw is very exciting. I'll take it. So we're looking for an Umbra unit. Most of all. So I get 2 Umbra Banner chances to try and find a unit that can be a good people eater. So we're getting 2 Merchants of Magic. We'll be looking for upgrades on Perils and Rituals. Both of those pretty good spells to get upgrades on. Shadow Eater versus Morsel Master. Shadow Eater overlaps too much in role with me for the Shardtail Queen, so I'll take the Morsel Master here. I'm going to take Spell Chain on one of the Perils. I'm going to take a -1 on one of the Rituals. Double stacking a Ritual is also a pretty hot option that we can take. Let's see. I'll take this. This is a little risky. We need to consistently draw Imps to be able to Imp Toss, and this could inhibit our ability to do so. Thankfully, we do have some extra card draw trickery. I think we're not deploying any Shield Stewards, and we want to bring out, like, Morsel Master Rail Beater. Maybe we just bring out... So the Rail Beater only gets to be the benefactor of his own melee weakness if he's literally alone on the floor. Yeah, I'm going to do this for now. I think this is a better layout. This gets us out of the Calcified Ember. Can't complain about that. Please show me a... I'm going to play this here. It's not what I wanted. Now I need to play a bodyguard for the Shardtail Queen. Got 14 damage coming in. I can soak 2 hits with just the Spear Steward. I'm going to do that, take a 6. We don't get to kill the Flutist, so our top floor is going to look really messy next round. This is exactly the thing that I was worried this challenge might do to us. Yeah, that looks bad. Yeah, a lot of these are just going to go up to visit the fire. What do we do about it? I think I just do this. Maybe also an Impling there. I'm gonna Imp Toss there. So this clearly doesn't kill the guy in the front. I don't know. Before I do the perils here, I think I'm going to Shade Splitter. So I can check another card down. Okay. So I can bring in 2 Implings before I Imp Toss, but we're definitely Imp Tossing. Play both of those into this. Eat here. Alright. Got this super late. I want to play this up here where it gets doubled. Okay, I wanted to see this. Gets us a lot further in. We do not play the Shield Steward. I think we'll be okay. Yep. And I had a bit more to go. Do like this. That actually makes it very secure. Okay, cool. Hidden Passage, Ritual of Battle. Hidden Passage is not that great with Umbra. I usually want to take car size anyway, so I'm not feeling that. I don't want a second Ritual of Battle. Actually, that would be a third Ritual of Battle. So that's just a skip. Making up a morsel is pretty great with the Morsel Master. So I will take that. I still haven't mastered Immortal Trade. I think it's very difficult to feel good about that card. I'm going to check another Umbra Banner. Okay. We can Gorge for Damage Shield. Let's try a Crucible Warden. There's a holdover on a spell chain, Perils of Production. My energy is no longer real. That is sick. I did not expect to be off to a start like that this early in. Okay. Now that my energy is made up, what are we doing? I think I'm going to go down to a 1-cost Ritual of Battle. And then move on. Event. What do we got? Oh. This is knockback Archeon. Let's play risky. Got a lot of energy to work with. So I think I can do this. Okay. Making of. Double Morsel Miners. We perils random things until we get our double perils. Play you. Throw you. Shade Split. The thing I have to be careful of is if I activate Mask of Penumbra with no energy remaining, I could draw a Blight and suddenly die. So gotta make sure that doesn't happen. This will be our secondary buff location. Have to play both of those. This is our ritual. This is our preferred ritual of battle target. We pass on the rest of that. Double imps. We throw them. Pass. Cauldron's there. We're losing the Shardtail Queen unless we use an imp to block, but I'd rather not use an imp to block. I want a Shade Splitter into double Rubble Morsels, into Glutton's Maw on you, Chomp, and now we don't lose the Shardtail Queen, she just takes 3 damage. We get the Morsel Master knocked back by Archeon, which fixes our top floor Gorge effect. There's our Vengeful Shards, finally. I've been expecting you. We have the option of perilsing our Crucible Warden, but I'm going to play very, very safe on the energy front by doing this instead. Shade Splitter into double Morsel Jeweler. Shade Splitter into... just bring a Rubble Morsel out here. Shardtail Queen is doomed, right? 1, 6 plus 13. The Spear Steward would die as well if I play him in the front. So I'm going to play him back here. He does get some damage off. Drop this. I have nothing to Shade Split, but humorously, you can chomp anything you want, and it still gives a Gorge trigger. For this, play Stat Brick here to kill the Cowering Sycophant. Thanks to the Unstable Shard, everything is a Stat Brick. We can also double perils this for the Rage damage. Making of, double Morsel Miner, Chomp. We are not killing. Let's double check that real quick. Generate a lot of rage and a lot of energy into a Ritual of Battle. Shade Splitter, bring in double Rubble Morsels, bring in this. Okay. Killing both of those guys, no problem. We're doing a lot of damage to Archeon. Play the Vengeful Shard, and let's go. Alright, we can play Furnace Tap, so it's Furnace Tap. Morsel-made goes even harder on the top floor. Wow, this is like a who's who of like the units that win. I'm sure it's the Morsel-made here. And then I'm taking Heaven's Light, I think? I think it's Heaven's Light. Yeah, I can see the game plan. So the Morsel-made sitting on the top floor does not play the Glutton's Maw. We play the Glutton's Maw to the Crucible Warden on the second floor. The Crucible Warden is going to stand behind the Rail Beaters. So they're actually like... The Glutton's Maw is going to enable me to feed a unit that is not at the front. And I think we take the Pyre Remains here, but it could be the Merchant of Steel. The Merchant of Steel is the better node, to be fair. Forgotten, because it's got the Forgotten Boons. I'll need this Pyre Remains up here with an Unstable Vortex. So, yeah, let's go for this. Multi-strike for the Morsel-made. That is pretty much exactly what I wanted. We don't care for the Smidge Stone. I don't need to play any of this other stuff, I don't think. So with the size, we got 1, 2, 3. We're going to duplicate the Morsel Master at least once. This is very funny. So now the top floor is Morsel-made, Morsel Master, Morsel Master. And when I play a morsel, 3 morsels will appear and immediately be eaten. Let's see. What else are we doing? I might need damage shield to survive the first attack from savagery. So I wouldn't normally do this, but I'm going to do this for security. Because I think I can get away with that. And then I think we're moving on. Actually, let me take 1 card purge, because all of my stewards are dead cards. Even with the attack and damage upgrades, there's still a dead card. With Unstable Shard, you can usually hold on to stewards a good bit longer. I'm going to take the Horned Warrior because he's cheap, and with the plus attack and health, he's just a good stat block. We have extra space to play him behind the Shardtail Queen. And I'm taking Imp Toss 2, which is more damage per Imp. It's also a pretty good stat line. She gets a lot of health on this build. Let's see, can I take this Pyre Dampener? I should probably play Risk Averse, because I need to play these Calcified Embers. My energy doesn't matter once I draw the Perils, because I have 6 energy per turn after the Perils shows up. Question is, how many rounds does that take in a 32-card deck with 4 deployment energy, where I need to set up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need to set up a lot of units. I'm just going to proceed. I'm less concerned about making money in this run, because I think I'm pretty secure with what I currently have to play for the win. As long as I set up both of these Morsel Masters. Let's see. Got no imps to throw here. Don't want any Vengeful Shards happening. There we go. Any of these Shade Splitters has a chance of giving me 3 energy out of a Rebel Morsel. I think I'm just gonna bring this into block for a bit. They still have 2 spaces to play imps. And throw imps. Okay, there's my Perils. And the Crucible Warden. So I can no longer Perils on these guys, because they get eaten immediately. But I can Perils onto Implings very easily, without risking my base energy value. I'm going to toss and then play an imp so that I'm guaranteed to have an imp available for next turn. You could not do that with old Imp Tosser. But I only need to toss 1 imp per round for most of this run, I think. I'm going to Ritual this guy because he's the benefactor of the melee weakness. Ritualing the morsel-made is also a correct option. Okay, so this is Perils, Ember, Glutton's Maw, Shade Splitter. Playing this draws me a card. It is a making of. Throw the imp, play a new imp. Some minor. So I'm not giving the Crucible Warden anything right now, and I might never, because the Morsel-made can be fed infinitely. That guy's a little dead. I'm gonna Furnace Tap you, which is gross. Do that, which apparently saves him. Do this. Throw. Warrior. Draw a spare card. Just gonna bring out more top floor stats. If you're getting killed, I'm just gonna eat you. We're only really fighting on the top floor at this point. I could play some things for the Crucible Warden to eat, but this is a perfectly effective way to win this fight. Just want to play the Vengeful Shard. So unfortunately, my my Chomp equipment is not going to have a lot of play by the looks of things. Impish Scholar, do I have consume spells? Yes, I have a, where is it? I have a Furnace Tap. This is an extra Furnace Tap. That's pretty good. Feast does nothing. Haven, I think, is not very good. Engine Upgrade is playable, but just utterly unimportant. We actually outmode that by Perils. Perils of Production is like one of those cards that does kind of everything you need. I think we're going to the Merchant at Arms. And then we can remove our Stewards. If I go this way, I'm duplicating a Furnace Tap. I might upgrade and then duplicate a Furnace Tap. But I think looking for rooms is pretty good. I do really want the Unstable Vortex. Shield, Fight Club, Engine Upgrade. This might be just a pass. Meat Shield is playable. I'll take the Meat Shield. I can just put the Meat Shield in the Shardtail Queen. It helps her out a little bit. Spell Sanctum. Spell Sanctum is maybe good. Hall of Mirrors. Hall of Mirrors on the top floor seems really funny. We can Hall of Mirrors our way into even more miners, even more morsels. I think it just doesn't matter enough. I think it's not enough of a game changer to put it in the deck and spend 2 energy on it. And I feel the same way about Spell Sanctum. I cannot combine 2 Meat Shields. I don't think I need a second Meat Shield. And my deployment energy is very low. Just gonna remove a couple cards. Move on. This is actually kind of dangerous, isn't it? I think I can deal with it, but I'm a little scared. I think it's possible for us to have some pretty bad draws. I think the morsel-made generally still carries. Got the double morsel to start. Rail beaters up. Impling out. Throw impling. What am I actually doing with the Glutton's Maw? Do I ever want to put the Glutton's Maw on the Shardtail Queen? Feels like a weird option. It would overwrite her ability, so I definitely don't want to do that. Let me just do this, because I don't want to redraw these cards. Not cast again on that floor. Bit of an accident. Make me energy. Let's see. I definitely need to throw an imp. Morsel Miner. Doesn't matter which one of these I play. This Impish Scholar can hit nothing important. because it can only bring back a consumed spell. Rebel Morsel drew me a Shade Splitter. Shade Splitter got me a Rebel Morsel. Okay. So I cannot collect this collector. I have no means of doing so. I might need to bring out this Impish Scholar just for a chomp, because I cannot let these guys get through with a reanimate. Or not for a chomp, but for a toss. Just need to throw something. Yeah, I guess I do this up here. I think I move on without playing his peril. Does not escape me that she is getting really, really beat up. That's kind of what I wanted to see. I'm going to give her a meat shield, I think. He is also dying. Awesome. Chomp is 15 health. He's taking 12. 8. He's taking 20. He can live with the spear if he eats a Spear Steward. Or if the Spear Steward blocks for him. Either one actually works. Excuse me. So naturally, I have not drawn my free Perils energy, and it's a bit of a problem. Bring that out. Throw it. Get some damage out. We kill the Adamant Shield Bearer. I think I just bring this in to fight, block, and stuff. Yeah, so I took the -1 draw. I've had a horrible draw order. But now we're going to print stats on the top floor, and I think we'll be okay. Shard Queen is going to die pretty ignobly. This is just plus 15 health. I do that just to live slightly longer, and it changes very little. Does this matter or not? 8, 19, hit. Yeah, it matters a little bit. We kill the Rapid Zealot with that. I actually get the Perils into Furnace Tap at the end, if it was close, which it is not. The morsel-made is too strong. Okay, Impish Scholar is another chance for me to duplicate the Furnace Tap. The Reinforce could help, but I'm not actually building up that much armor. I will take another Impish Scholar. I probably feel a lot better with the Grovel for the damage shield. Let me take that. So I think after Kale, we're probably going for energy to help us on deployment. I'm going to go over here for the Pyre Remains. I still need to tag at least one more Pyre Remains to get my health up to a comfortable level. The Commemorative Spike is an excellent pickup. The Judge's Scales is probably playable because I have a number of deployment cards I'm not actually deploying, and if I find my Perils during deployment, I can go nuts. I think. I'm going to get one extra copy of my Super Perils. And then after the boss fight, I'm going to take Draw to help guarantee that it shows up. At the Unstable Vortex, I'm going to remove the Glutton's Maw because it doesn't really work it doesn't really work in the same deck as the morsel-made. Those are incompatible items, and the morsel-made is good enough to give up on it. I'm gonna drop the Spear Steward too. Alright. There's definitely a possibility for this one to go bad too. Okay, so with 4 energy, I know what I'm putting out. So... Oh, you discard them one at a time. Oh, no, I see. Okay, so this is how it works. Got it. Okay. I did not find anything crazy. That is a weird... That is a weird option, though. Do this. Throw things at people. Barrels up. The Impish Scholar doesn't do anything here, but I'm going to bring him out so that I have a backup Imp throw. That gives us a bucket load of energy. Look, more energy. That's crazy. Start rage stacking this man. Throw some imps. Right, it's 40 per, so throwing 2 imps gets rid of any untowards. I'm just gonna equip this here to avoid redrawing the equipment. Perils, Furnace Tap, Scholar, Furnace Tap, Minor Dies, Game Toss. A Spike would be cool, yeah. We would want the Hellhorn Spike, because I'm not sticking morsels on the table most of the time. Getting immediately eaten. You can hang out there, I guess, but you do not matter. All power to the morsel-made. I will damage shield here. But with the morsel-made having multi-strike 4, we do not need any other unit to exist. Other things exist to be thrown by the Shard-Tailed Queen as a technicality. Play that. Play this. Chuck it. Yeah, because he's picking up damage shields in a couple places now. Because these playing both of these perils is like utterly eating up my draws. I'm just going to throw this and lose the Shard-Tailed Queen, I think. Because 40 damage on 4 targets is more valuable than keeping the Shard-Tailed Queen, I think. Shade Splitter, card draw. Again, play this. Where am I groveling? 6-6-21 still kills him no matter what. 6-6-9 only kills him if all 3 hit. Almost killing Kale early, but he'll have to wait for the Relentless Round for it. He absolutely kills Kale in the Relentless Round. It's way too big. Like, my only possible concern right now is if his multi-strike was not enough to get through the damage shields to clear a floor. This is maybe the floor where that could happen. It's not like he pierces. I think there should be an equipment to give piercing to a unit. Maybe that would be too good. Yeah, this Sharp Eye Sniper is getting through. And of course, Kale gets to eat a lot, but Relentless Kale does not matter. He does not have the stats to get through this. So we take 9 damage, and then we win the fight. I'm just gonna let that happen. Your damage shields could not save you forever, Kale. Okay, Umbra Stone's obviously cool, right? I think. Yeah, we probably want Trample when our unit's getting this big. Yeah. And we can't play Shroud Mitosis with morsel-made. Take Limbo Solace so that we can continue to do our holdover bullshit. I want this Pyramanes, I think. How are we about a Merchant of Steel? Merchant of Steel does stuff. We would probably like an Endless Imp, I think. Huh. Yeah, excuse me. I know that the normal way of tanking with Imp Tosser is you want to find a an Endless Welder Helper. Because the Endless Welder Helper can be played behind her, give her armor, then get tossed so it doesn't take up space. Very good. I think I'm feeling like maybe we do a large, quick Horned Warrior or something. Let's see. What else is going on here? Check the alcove. Okay. I think this doesn't help and it makes our deployment harder. Yeah, that doesn't actually do much for us. So we're moving on. Because all the units that have open upgrade slots are just not important enough to the game plan for that. I'm going to re-roll for possible Eternal. He didn't hit it. Was looking for Eternal Impish Scholar, because I think it's one of the only things that, like, changes our game right now. Apart from that, I'm just going to put Damage Shield in places. Maybe I Titan Stone the Rail Beater so he hangs out longer during the Titans fight. But I think mostly by and large, I'm just looking to win off of making the morsel-made so big it kills everything forever. Spike 6. The only question about the Spike 6 is, does it kill any Morsel Masters promptly? I've got 4 turns before that's the case. I think the morsel-made probably kills that in 4 turns. Alright, as before, I will be initially discarding everything that is not the morsel-made or his morsel masters. Okay, didn't find anything crazy. But I did dig 3 cards down into the deck. These will not shuffle back in before we start drawing. So it should help us get closer to our key bullshit. Nope, they did shuffle back in before drawing. Damn. I was hoping it worked in a way that was useful. Silly me, I guess. Oh, right, sweep. Like, why are these all marked for death? Because they get swept. 180 damage. Forget about your prayer stone. Let's see. Yeah, so clearly the morsel-made kills this in 2 turns, even without finding new stuff. Oh, he immediately ate the morsel miner that arrived. Or rather, the multiple morsel miners. I believe they already got duplicated, and then he ate them. There's is something to throw to avoid the sweepers. Some pauldrons. Let's see. I think I need to... I was supposed to perils things she was going to throw. Do this instead. Okay. Unfortunately, we get hunted by amalgams, right? Maybe not. We got the rail beater. And a rubble morsel is exactly what I wanted. Okay, so we do not get hunted by amalgams. We can't pick up this collector. Like one more in a line of collectors that I'm not allowed to touch. Let's see. I feel like the grovel is the best play here. Yeah, I think it's the grovel here. My logic on that is, the cards I recycle from Consume when I play the Impish Scholars, I want to be Furnace Taps. So I don't want to play the Trample too early. Cost. I think I need this to be like a Rubble Morsel. There we go. There we go. Now I can Furnace Tap. Okay. I don't know how well we're doing against these two with just that attack value. Now it's 300x3. That still doesn't kill both of these. I think making of a morsel gets it done here. Not quite. There's the attack stats. We found it. Okay, he's still preventing us from getting hunted by amalgams. Very nice of him. This gives us back another Furnace Tap. Throw these guys at the sweepers. Grovel for him to keep him up. The rest of our plays don't matter much. Now, a Thame is going to get to scale a lot. Oh no, it's Rax. It's Rax. Well, Rax is going to get to scale a lot. Same difference, really. Umberstone saves us from this last Ragewing Assassin getting to do stuff to us. But the Ragewing Assassins are going to take out our Morsel Masters, because I wasn't able to sweep them every single turn with the Shardtail Queen. I ran out of stuff to throw, unfortunately. Going for those, just do this. So Rax is going to hit top floor with, like, Multi-Strike 4, a shitload of Rage. He's probably going to cut the morsel-made in half, and the morsel-made will immediately murder him. We will get Fire Hunted twice, I believe. Yeah, because we're not killing this Amalgam, and I have no tricks to move him. A single Impish Scholar, giving us a redundant Umbra Stone, which does nothing, basically. Yep, Fire Hunted one more time. And, yeah, we should win this pretty soundly. I don't need to play more cards. The awesome power of the morsel-made. Okay, Rage Room is good, and Tiresome Climb is good. Both of these are quite nice. Let's see. I think I take the Rage Room. Let's do it. I'll take another grovel. It's a redundant grovel. Just gonna hit the Pyramanes. What are our offerings here? Those are all bad. Resonant Shard will be really good here. Consumed Crown is really marginal. Actually, no, it's just marginal no matter what. Reroll this. These probably don't matter. Technically, you can put equalizing rings on the Imp Toss Shardtail Queen, and it's kind of okay, but it doesn't matter here. Just reroll these. Summon triggers an additional time. This doubles a lot of our imp effects, including our scholars. So it's pretty good. I think Wanderer's Talisman we don't play. Void Fragment is new, but it gives us 1 total card banish, as opposed to just clicking Purge card for 60. I think we might want to combine the Meat Shield with the Pauldrons. And then I will duplicate that so that I can play that onto about 2 units. And I cannot afford to duplicate that again. We'll take a card Purge, and I will get rid of one of my Shade Splitters, I think. Yeah, I'll just make it a Shade Splitter. Check the other cards real quick. Okay. 33 cards in the deck. Let's see how we do. So naturally, Savage Seraph is just terrifying no matter what. I never feel safe against this guy. There's every possibility that we fail to clear sweepers. And then the uncleared sweepers kill our Morsel Masters and we fail to scale. Okay, I did find an early making of. I could possibly throw out an extra, like, making of at the top. The funny thing about doing this is it gives me card draw as well. I could also try to Shade Splitter for a Rubble Morsel. Let me see if I can hit a Rubble Morsel. We got it. So then we go for this. Go for a Rubble Morsel. It draws us... Morsel-Made's feed cannot trigger during deployment? Ah, I feel betrayed. Come on, guys. Alright, I'll put that in the Discord and see if they want to fix it. It triggers there, but clearly I wanted it to trigger to get me the energy to play more nonsense. So we've got another Morsel Master locked in the deck now. We do 60 on toss, so we only need to toss 1 imp per turn to deal with Ragewing Assassins. Alright, Shade Splitter, there's a Rubble Morsel, found our Horned Warrior. Actually eat this Morsel Miner. Put this here. I wanted the other one to go on my defensive unit here, and I will actually wait for that. I'm going to grovel here. Get the scaling going here. So, with the damage shield, the melee weakness is not burned on the morsel-made, so he's still got that under the hood. Possibly scary. Railbeater can soak these with his damage shields. I think I can't Furnace Tap yet, and I can't help but notice that I don't have any imps in hand. We have to bring out a morsel, see if we draw an imp. Didn't happen. Okay. I think we're bringing out a Rage Room on the top floor. But I'm going to have problems with these sweepers going up to the top floor. It's going to be Queen Zimpling that we toss. She's losing 53 health. That is tolerable, ultimately. We get 1 Shade Splitter. We hit the Rubble Morsel, so we get to keep going. Okay. So, we've got 14 damage coming across, which will kill these guys because of the melee weakness. That's pretty lame. And I think I have nothing to do about it. Unless we draw a Grovel to save one of them. Grovel's only 1 damage shield, isn't it? So it doesn't actually save them. Yeah, it's damage shield 1. I have not double stacked my Grovels. So we're losing a lot of scaling up top because of melee weakness. Oh, he's enchanting them too. That's cute. It's real cute. Really, really cute. Tossed. Let's get the doubled effect while I can. Get him to be as strong as I can while I can. I have not multi-attacked him here, so I'm not dealing with that in another way. Do this anyway. I've already drawn my extra card up here, too. So I'm just going to have a lot of stuff go visit the pyre. Shardtail Queen letting me down. Okay, what are we doing here? So I still haven't gotten a Furnace Tap out, so we cannot Impish Scholar a Furnace Tap. I want to Grovel here. Okay, it's not working out. Still all power to the top floor. Because I missed my earlier Furnace Tap play because I did not have enough energy at the time. Okay, clean those sweepers. Okay, now I can bring out the Furnace Tap and the Umberstone. So now we trample everything that gets through there. Grovel here is not killing the Amalgam. Shardtail Queen gets killed. We don't have an Amalgam in this pack, but we do have Amalgams in the last pack. Yeah, so these guys both Pyre Hunt. Take another 10. Might as well do this here. It's not enough to live. Bring this in. Furnace Tap. This Umberstone does nothing. But we got the double summon so that we can get the other stuff. Okay, so we're going to get Pyre Hunted a little bit. I might have enough stats to win. I'm not sure. Card draw, Impish Scholar, gets me another Furnace Tap. Technicalities. I don't think there's ever a case where that matters. We get hunted for 20 damage. We're gonna get hunted for another 10 here too as well. There's another 10, hunted for. What's the verdict? We win. Play the Shard. Okay, so we have 48 health to fight the Titans with, and once again, our only meaningful floor is the top floor. So there's a possibility that the morsel-made should be played on the second floor so that he catches things faster. And if we lose, I think that will be the core misplay. So let me try and correct that for the Titans fight. I think we want the morsel-made on the second floor. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do the same discard pattern as before. We got perils during deployment. Let's go. And it's the holdover perils. So we need to find out if this holdover perils applies to our initial hand. I can't remove the Emberdrain in any way, because I can't get anything off table during deployment. I should be doing this with the Shade Splitter? Okay, well, let me do this. And, I guess I'll kind of split the baby on it. Well, the rest of these don't matter, so we should not play them. So I should have been doing that on the Shade Splitted target. Yeah, I actually can't afford for that to happen in the first round. So let me do that again. Yeah, so we do morsel-made, morsel master, shade splitter. That happens. Then we manufacture a bunch of energy so we can do this, 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 and we move on. Because it does not apply the holdover to the immediate... it does not apply the holdover to the first hand. Check the draw. Okay, the draw did not matter. I don't throw this imp here. I don't think I bring out the rail beater. Because I think the scaling is probably more important. Okay, so we've got Perils, Furnace Tap, Impish Scholar, Furnace Tap. I think I need to play this and then throw it so that... I need her to not get a buttload of corruption. So I think what I need to do is put a morsel out in front of her, then Imp Toss, so the morsel grabs all the corruption. Then we bring out an Impish Scholar. Get the Furnace Tap back again. Furnace Tap, we do this, we do that. Then you come out of the deck so we don't redraw you. Get the merged equipment. Toss an imp. Bring in a new imp. We make a morsel miner. Draws us an impish scholar. So we bring that out too. Furnace tap again. Horned warrior. Both these die. It doesn't matter. These things happen sometimes. Four Perils, Umbra Stone. I need to play the Curses of Entropy this run. I don't have a lot of spare health. And Tumbra. I will not toss, because if I toss, I get Pyre Hunted. Okay, so the Dominion schedule is going to be rough. I'm going to start taking Pyre Hunts. But we should clean out... we should clean up here. Yeah. The morsel-made is dying. That's not okay. Everything in our power to prevent the morsel-made from dying, obviously. Okay. So we're killing Savagery. We're not trampling enough onto Entropy. taking a bit more damage. I need a lifesteal morsel to generate. This is going to power up their attacks by a bit. I need to play that at least once there, and then the other perils I'm going to play onto other floors. But I drew no morsel generation, which means I don't get my extra card draw off of Mask of Penumbra. So I drew all 3 entropy cards at once, and now the morsel-made gets clowned because I could not keep up with the damage. Wow. So we lose this, right? Wait, so we still clear this. He dies from corruption at end of turn. Entropy goes to 1. Dominion needs about 3 more interactions to die. I might be able to do that before this other stuff gets to the top of the car. I'm not sure. It does matter that there are no healers out. That all gets killed. He takes 160. I'm going to do another 300-ish. Our health might be too low. Because it's kill this round or we miss it, right? Holy shit. Yeah, just, you know, never click that abandon button. Is the lesson. Wow. Another nail biter. It's been a while since it was that close. Damn. There's like almost, you are almost never built to endure the Titans. You can build to kill them. That is our new record for Emberdrain. We Emberdrained the hell out of ourselves. I saw Emberdrain 40 in that last fight.